Oh, hello there. Bullshit. Or we'll do this one.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Every time about the flu powder.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
You're gonna leave now? Is that it? Okay.
get any more cozy than Hogsmeade.
Revelio.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
You're back! Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
I'd love to have a hand in it if I can.
Fucking hate you, Peeves.
Hello there.
Hello, Armeet. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
bet his gobbledygook sucks.
What are you up to now?
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metalworker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle?
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain.
Damn.
For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
I knew you wouldn't be able to speak it.
The door is looking at us.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin. Clever.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so... Nice.
Confringo. Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward. Revelio.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Ooh. Okay.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Amit, I fucking heard you. Jesus Christ. You're talking about the goblin mine.
Amit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these. Stupid one.
Was that your best? What's a human?
Send it.
A miss!
One bother.
Find him! No!
Send her.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. Revelio. We're being watched. By a door. We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye.
But I'm invisible.
Confringo. Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit.
Probably
See
not
if
gonna
we
be
can
feeling
find
like
any
that for
plans.
long.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around here.
Revelio.
What could they be building? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea. What was that?
Petrificus totalis.
Dead goblin.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Oh, no, I'm not going back empty-handed.
Revelio. Revelio.
Hmm.
Someone there? Oi! Pass that fire whiskey over here. You have to learn to share.
Petrificus totalis.
Why is it grapple you are?
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Petrificus totalis.
Who's out there?
Petrificus totalis.
Oh, this really is too much.
Revelio. Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Is that what I'm supposed to do? What?
Revelio.
Oh.
Confringo. Accio. Revelio.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Revelio.
Aw, trying to. Oh, never mind.
Yes, of course.
Revelio.
Let me some moonstone.
Revelio.
Devil's snare. Nasty. We're not careful.
Lumos. Not an entanglement we need right now. Revelio. Confringo.
Oh, I didn't know I could use Confringo.
Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos.
Confringo. Revelio.
Goblins just don't question fucking explosions going off in the distance. Oh. This will be easy.
Petrificus totalis.
I'm for a bacon and mushroom stew.
Bacon and mushroom stew does sound pretty good.
Petrificus totalis.
What's going on?
Ah, shit.
Far from home. Bombarda. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Levioso. You won't get away. Descendo. Much too slow. Expelliarmus. Imperial. Goblins. Descendo. Places. Descendo.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, I'll meet.
Fucking magma. Where is...
Revelio. Accio.
Oh, it's over there.
I'll be quiet.
Confringo. Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills,
Ooh.
bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
Oh? Oh, yeah.
Confringo. Accio.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please... Can we please...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday.
Some people really aren't built for Shadow
Without
Wizard
further
money
ado,
gang shit.
Adieu.
Some people really ain't built for it.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals. But the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Oh. A great wizard war? You'll be doing some wizard shit?
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Wonder who lives here.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Bombarda. Revelio. I thought my...
Promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where...
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis and the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you. Silent as a grave.
Revelio. There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
What am I doing here? This patrol is... No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Trafficus Totalis.
Somebody there? Hello?
Revelio. Trafficus Totalis. Revelio.
How nice of you to stop by.
Bombard.
Ringo! Descendo.
Quietly now. Revelio.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through, or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
Need to remember that.
Revelio.
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time. Get away! See, they can try that. Too slow.
I shall avenge your
Don't do that again, I beg you! I could do this.
Imperial.
At your service.
Crushing.
Stupid enough later.
Defender.
Unforgivable.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Revelio.
Wow, he had one fucking galleon. My man was rich.
Revelio. How nice. Nothing I haven't seen before.
Sebastian, can you, like, speed it up a little bit, bud?
Revelio. For better or for worse, we're in. It's Totalis. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported.
Now I
I
see
see why.
Revelio. I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Seems quiet. Too quiet, if you ask me. One there.
Petrificus Totalis.
How many of Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Silent as a grave.
Revelio. Confringo.
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Wingardium Leviosa. Arresto Domestic. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
The hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
That bridge has seen better days.
Repair 'em. Quietly now. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Arresto Momentum. Confringo. Revelio.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight. We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists declared war.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Confringo. Lumos.
Lumos!
Lumos. Confringo. Revelio.
Still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome...
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
Ugh, do with a nice mushroom stew about now. Who's that? Someone there?
Confringo.
You don't with the peach, do you? How is this happening? I won't rest.
Descendo. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Bombarda.
I do not run away. Take them down.
Expelliarmus.
I shall avenge you.
Protego. Stupefy.
Sendo.
Ranrock won't be stopped.
Confringo.
We're not finished yet. Descendo. Levioso. Levioso. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Expelliarmus! Levioso! Descendo! Protego! Stupefy! Levioso! Descendo! Dingo! Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
We certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap. For a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, you know.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo!
Have a look around in peace.
Wingardium Leviosa! Arresto Momentum!
I mean, I guess that works.
Confringo!
Wasn't expecting that.
Revelio! Confringo!
Guess someone's just stuck in the ground.
Revelio!
What do you have there?
A journaling. Sebastian, I think I found something.
Hopefully it will help us
A
unravel
canvas
more of
piece.
this mystery. Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out. And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Mornweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.
You're a little broken. Okay.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
I wonder what Merlin would think of the wizard.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
Oh.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons. Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
This dragon's gonna fucking kill us.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do.
Bombarda! Expelliarmus!
I wonder how many they brought to capture her.
Leviosa! Descendo! Revelio! How charming. They keep in touch with each other. Reparo. There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
This girl really has a death wish.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. Watch your step. Revelio.
Pity. She must have been starved to pick off a grub.
Or just raring for a fight.
Well, there's no coming back now. Watch out! It's hurting. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest. Not a warm
She
welcome.
isn't making it easy. It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there. Why is every bridge here broken?
Reparo.
For real.
Now, if we just and hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Again.
That was brilliant. And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it. And we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Horndale Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Poachers poached old granny.
How could I have been so blind?
We should
speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
We're hearing back soon about the position that opened up at the ministry.
Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching. I've heard that our dear Clementine drew you into her butterfly escapades. Unusual girl. Still, it takes all sorts. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Never trust the man.
Levioso. Descendo.
Oh shit. Room of requiring these nuts. Little baby. He's so cute.
I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral. Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts, that master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
What a horrible tale, Deke. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Deke has only told
Why are
Professor
the
Weasley that
stories?
story, and now yourself. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before.
Why are the backstories of house elves so goddamn sad? Oh, I forgot to fucking...
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Forgot to identify the things in my inventory. Oh well, I'm back for it.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
Yeah, a low price of 4,000 galleons.
Oh, you're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon.
I get it, because it's a broom.
I look forward to our next meeting.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way.
I gotta make up for slamming the other cat into the goddamn concrete.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I mean, yes.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Wanted to see if my
Are you
broom
ready
was
to
faster.
put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take...
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere. Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends.
Bro really let
to
him
find
take his
Natty.
dead wife's poetry book and ain't do shit about it.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Revelio. He must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Expelliarmus! Revelio.
Honeydews potion wants keeping away from today's young.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quick. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio. A hidden door. Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
It's not gonna work. Using that girl as bait, Adeline's coming for her. What? We ought to just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to do that.
I've had enough of Belcroft. Hope I never have to see it again.
Hey.
Let's finish this job and be done with it.
Nuisance when supplies run low, though. Always makes me nervous when our stocks aren't brimming.
Is that you, Royland?
It's exhausting, standing here all day waiting to do Rookwood's.
Did you hear that? I'll have taken you.
Arrest on momentum.
Confringo, Bolsa!
Oh, the light go out of your eyes.
Imperial!
Release me!
Potato! Come on! Stupid one! Flash! Crucial! Places! Aha! Back from more! Window!
Fight back! Expulsor!
Places! Window!
You die for that.
Revelio! The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Oi, oi, oi. What?
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Kind nervioso. Revelio.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives. Plenty of spoils in Cambridge. Never disappoints.
It's Totalis. Revelio.
Expulso!
Arrest the momentum. Confringo.
What are you for?
Expulso!
Did you hear that?
You will pay.
I'm not coward.
Arrest the momentum. Accio. Confringo. Revelio. He must be here somewhere. Revelio. Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio. Revelio.
Found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak over here.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon...
Revelio.
It must be blocked by something.
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there.
I wanted someone to... like a test.
Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Revelio.
No, how the fuck do I get out of here?
Revelio.
And put an end to Harlow once.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe.
The troll dispatcher.
Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Damn, fucking wizard cops are just as bad as the normal cops.
Revelio.
The work it takes to keep a clean house is staggering.
A full day's work clears the mind.
Hello, Homura.
Revelio.
Oh, good, you're safe.
Ooh, it's kind of pretty.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Thank you, Deke.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
I don't see why everyone has.
You're back! Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Bro, where does it... what? Oh, what's me through the map chamber?
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Thomas Brown knows more about books than anyone. Well, perhaps.
think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Mine now, Demi guys. Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
I get to be Professor Black.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Professor, a moment of your time, please.
Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
Gareth! Mr. Weasley! What are you doing here? Don't you have, somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor! Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago. Muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I hear you're getting quite good at those concoctions you brew. I say, why don't you bring a sample of your next batch to my office? I'd like to give it a try.
What? Yes, sir. I will. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Well, there's one for my diary.
Ah! Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Headmaster, here. What could he want?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's. If you...
Something is very wrong with...
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a...
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children.
Headmaster, and he's coming this way.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible. I mean, I've seen them about. Yes, sir.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better!
Professor, I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh.
What is the armor doing in the
give him a bit
background?
more leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Professor Black is happy with Scrope's performance as his house elf.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness.
He's missing an ear.
Family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
I feel so bad for the fucking house elves here.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
Ahem. Attention, students. I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the noble banners of Gryffindor. I shall be taking no questions at this time, or ever. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Confringo! Revelio.
You're telling me this chest doesn't open?
Alohomora.
Oh, it's a fucking lie.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio. Revelio.
Where in the fuck is this thing at? It has to be up here. There it is.
Revelio. Revelio.
You can't imagine.
Revelio.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Wow. All that just so I could get to a level 3 lock. Okay.
Revelio.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
Old handled back scratching.
Revelio.
That must be the pedestal.
Oh.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me.
That's pretty cool.
The first you will need is a cloak.
Oh, I think I know what this is.
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
This is my chance. Come and leave. I need to time this just right. I see. A staircase straight ahead. Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them. Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
God damn it. Why wouldn't it let me sprint? Why? Why do you randomly just take away my ability to sprint?
Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
Can I sprint? Will you let me sprint, please? I just want to sprint.
Now's my chance.
Can I sprint? Can I sprint? Thank you, you fucking piece of shit. Just let me fucking sprint. God.
That's the way forward. Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
How? Which way am I? I guess this way.
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
Why do you just randomly stop me from fucking sprinting? I don't understand what your point is of that.
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
I've never felt such power.
Descendo! Depulso! Bombarda!
Revelio.
Bombarda! Defendo! Depulso! Descendo! Depulso! Defendo! Bombarda! Defendo! Depulso! Descendo! Depulso! Bombarda! Defendo! Descendo! Depulso! Defendo! Potato! Stupefy! Bombarda! Defendo! Bombarda!
Revelio.
Defendo! Depulso! Bombarda! Descendo! Depulso! Defendo! Bombarda! Potato! Stupefy! Defendo! Bombarda!
Defender. Bombarda. Protego. Stupefy. Repulsor. Descendo. Defendo. Bombarda. Stupefy. Bombarda. Defendo. Bombarda. Defendo. Stupefy. Descendo. Repulsor. Defendo. Bombarda. Defendo. Bombarda. Defendo. Bombarda. Protego. Bombarda. Bombarda. Defendo. Descendo. Depulsor. Defendo. Bombarda. Defendo. Descendo. Bombarda. Defendo. Descendo. Bombarda. Protego. Stupefy. Descendo. Depulsor. Bombarda.
Okay, I'm literally hitting, okay. I was literally hitting X. Can I use the ability that there we go.
Revelio.
No.
Defendo. Bombarda. Protego. Stupefy. Bombarda. Defendo. Depulsor. Bombarda. A simple stone. This must be for me.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it is.
She's gone.
Oh, poor Neve.
Let us always honor her memory.
May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands,
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Got his ass drunk. I'm gonna take a small respite. I'll return shortly.
So bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize.
Oh?
I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
Okay, I'll return shortly. Alright, I have returned with some water. Matter of fact. Mmm. Good God, that's a little far.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm be included.
Revelio.
Will finally rule over
Motherfucker. God damn it. Excuse me? So how am I supposed to... How am I? How do I... So...
Revelio.
What do you mean I can't fucking dismount here? Okay. Okay. There we go, buddy. It wants me to go all the way the fuck over there. For what? What the fuck is this?
Places. Places.
Interesting. I want that fucking waypoint though. Apparently I'm not getting it. Okay.
Area.
I will make you. Rather unwise coming back this way. You won't get away with that.
Imperial. Places. Defend us. Places. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Levioso. Desecratago. Stupefy. Descendo. Stupefy. Places. Defender. Places. Imperial.
It's the key to saving Anne. I know it. Meet me outside of Feld.
Revelio. Defender. Places. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Protego. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Bombarda. Imperial.
Not your best moments, I fear.
Places. Defender.
I've been fighting since before you were born. You won't stop me. Prepare to say.
Places. Bombarda. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Crucio. Imperial. Defender. Places. Defender. Imperial. Descendo. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Confringo. Accio. Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupefy. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Places. Defender. Glacius, Defender. Revelio. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Defender. Protego. Stupefy. Glacius. Stupefy. Revelio. Protego. Crucial. Bombarda. Revelio. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio.
I have a brother who works at Gringotts. Hello?
Confringo.
Arrest them.
Protego.
Why can't I hit you?
Glacius, Defender. Revelio.
Why is it?
Glacius. Imperio.
Well.
Crucial.
I should have been little moon calf.
Glacius. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Leviosa. Descendo. Bombarda. You've one less follower, Ranrock. Revelio. I should investigate. Confringo.
That's why I couldn't get to this.
Revelio. Confringo.
I guess I'm not allowed to get that bag.
I've always said that travel broadens.
The wizard will have no choice but to submit to us. What's that? Who's there? I feel as though I'm not alone.
Petrificus totalis. Revelio.
Afraid to fight.
This has to be a reference to something. What the fuck's going on here?
Accio. Confringo.
I won't. Who's that? Over here.
Confringo.
Not quite.
Arresto momentum. Leviosa. Dissemble. Bombarda. Expelliarmus.
I will make you pay.
Nah.
Revelio.
Fuck is down here? Oh. What's down here?
Off on another adventure, are we?
Doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
What are you up to now?
Revelio. These rocks have seen better days.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Reb and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
We have come so far. I think you're mistaken. I have come so far.
Nothing pleasant about this coast.
I received your owl. Thank you.
I'm glad you came. I spotted droves of Ranrock's loyalists coming up from the coast. Overheard one of them say they're headed to another cavern, like the one we found. How are they still one step ahead of us? They can't know about the triptych.
I don't know. I did see another memory. This time it was a keeper named Neve Fitzgerald. She was unnerved by Isadora's use of ancient magic. But I still can't be sure how any of it connects to Ranrock.
These keepers are playing games with you. You need to press them for more information.
It doesn't work like that. To access each of these memories, I have to complete a trial. It's not as easy as you think. They're showing me the memories in a particular order.
Either they don't trust you, or you don't care enough about Anne to ask the difficult questions.
Of course I care, Sebastian. We've come this far. Don't let your frustration get the better of you.
Fine. I'll defer to your keeper friends, for now. But I don't like it.
We don't have a choice. Now, shall we see why the triptych led us here?
Let's go, quickly, before we're spotted.
I'm gonna end up killing
Keep a close
Sebastian,
eye
aren't
out.
I?
I saw some of Ranrock's crew moving off the path just ahead.
I wonder why.
Raiding, I imagine. This mountain used to safeguard local hamlet valuables. But it's been abandoned ever since Ranrock took hold of the coast.
You haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make? Oh, like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were.
Petrificus totalis.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
Confringo.
Revelio's overhead. Some consider them a bad omen.
Not everyone does.
I know that.
All right.
Making small talk. I'm not gonna trek up this mountain in silence.
Revelio. Confringo. I'm sorry we can both see Thestrals.
It's certainly not something I'd hoped we'd have in common.
Kill any who trespass.
Revelio, wait. We should have some sort of plan.
I'm through planning.
Quietly now.
Oh, this day's gone on too long. An intruder! I won't rest. Kill spells glance off of me. Easily diverted.
Arresto momentum. Accio.
Just you wait till I'm on solid ground.
Glacius. Defender. Imperium.
Rather unwise coming back this way. Let's get this over with.
Bombarda. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Ascender. Confringo. Potato. Stupefy.
They got what they deserved.
Revelio. What were you thinking?
I was thinking about dead goblins.
You could have got us killed.
But I didn't.
Looks like Ranrock's loyalists were heading further up the path.
Let's keep going. Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio.
Ramrock's gonna make everyone pay.
Anything made from goblin silver belongs to us. Whether it's a sword or a repository, whatever that is.
Did you hear that, Goblin?
Ridiculous notions of ownership.
Someone there?
Arresto momentum.
No!
Potato. Stupid. Revelio. Confringo. Lumos.
Lumos. Lumos.
I agree. Only good wizards are dead wizard. Ranrock's got that right, and I'll be most keen to help him achieve his... I've been fighting since before you were. You can't stop me.
Expelliarmus. Ascendo. Leviosa. Bombarda.
This must be it.
Sebastian, wait.
Wait? For what? Ugh, why are you suddenly so cautious?
Listen to me. I know you're angry and frustrated, but charging ahead now could undo all the progress we've made. Lord Gok said...
Oh, Your goblin friend?
Stop it. That's enough. Not all goblins are like Ranrock. I am not the enemy. We want the same thing. To find answers.
I thought we wanted the same thing.
We do. Listen to me. Lodgok has insights into Ranrock that we don't. He told me that Ranrock somehow knows about the Keepers and is searching anywhere connected to each of them. That's why they always seem to be one step ahead. I know what I'm doing. You need to trust me, or I don't see that we can continue together.
Fine. Fine. I'm sorry. I'm letting my emotions get the better of me. And I have been for a while. I do trust you. And I don't think I can help Anne without you.
Good. Ranrock clearly knows more than we thought. We need to be careful and do this right, not just go charging in. We have our work cut out for us. We need to work together if we're going to find the final piece to the triptych.
Agreed.
So far, so good.
Charming. Spiders.
Revelio.
How fitting.
Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Descendo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Levioso. Protego. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Fringo. Defendo. Glacier. Interior. Glaciers. Defendo. Protego. Stupefy. Levioso. Descendo.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Revelio. Bombarda.
Ah, almost as good as if I'd done it myself.
Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio. Bombarda.
These spiders are determined to make a meal of us.
I'm sure we taste better than a goblin dinner.
Bombarda. Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Descendo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus.
Annoying little beasts, aren't they?
A staircase leading here. Whatever for?
I don't think anyone's been here for ages.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
weird, this place. Not really my style. A bit much, if you ask me.
Protego! Stupid! Confringo!
Arrest those momentum.
Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Levioso! Descendo! Confringo! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Descendo! Confringo! Bombarda! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Fringo! Levioso! Descendo! Bombarda! Levioso! Confringo! Crucio! Imperial! Glacier! Defender! Confringo! Arresto momentum. Levioso! Accio! Confringo! Confringo! Crucio! Confringo! Accio! Arresto momentum. Glacius! Defendo!
Getting through the cavern can't have been the only challenge. Perhaps we should search for runes.
We've seen rune symbols like these before.
Confringo!
Can't get out of here quick enough. Revelio.
Confringo!
Finding these tracks. Instinct. Revelio.
Confringo!
Revelio.
Confringo!
Revelio.
Sebastian, a journal entry. We should look for more.
Why couldn't she have kept all her journal entries in one place?
Run!
Roll! Imperio. Leviosa. Revelio. Defendo. Revelio. Glacius. Protego. Stupefy. Confringo. Imperio. Leviosa. Glacius. Defendo. Leviosa.
Bombarda, Leviosa, Descendo. Confringo. Glacius, Defendo. Potato. Confringo. Crucio. Glacius. Defendo. Potato. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Descendo. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Potato. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Potato. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Glacius. Potato. Defendo. Bombarda.
Nice teamwork.
Even nothing like an angry troll to bring friends together.
Revelio. Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio.
That troll certainly made a mess of things. Everywhere.
Reparo. Revelio.
That was a piece of work.
More than one. A journal entry. Isadora was here.
Enough to reach that ledge if we tried.
Arresto Momentum. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Arresto Momentum. Revelio.
I'm out of breath after all of those stairs. But the view.
Oh shit. Okay.
Wingardium Leviosa. Arresto Momentum. Confringo.
Another barrier. We can blast through it.
Confringo!
This can't be a dead end. Must be
Revelio.
another floor above us. Good news?
This journal entry sounds worrisome.
Confringo!
Almost as good as if I'd done it myself.
Give me that chest. You fucking liar.
Revelio.
This place can't have belonged to only Isadora.
But the triptych pointed us here.
Revelio. Confringo.
Flamboyant cloak.
Another rune symbol.
Revelio.
Feel as if I should be fluent in runic language by now.
Confringo.
Could this be another area Isadora created?
Isadora must have honed her skill with ancient magic here. I know from the memories I've seen that the Keepers and Isadora didn't see eye to eye on the use of ancient magic.
I wish you could see one of her memories.
The final canvas piece to the triptych. We've done it.
Isadora should not have had to keep all this secret.
I know from the memories I've
There's
seen
an
that
Iron
the
Maiden
Keepers and
behind
Isadora
you.
didn't see eye to eye on the use of ancient magic.
And there's blood all over the
I
floor.
don't understand why she seems to have gone to such great lengths to tell her story without their knowledge.
I wish you could see one of her memories.
So do I.
Perhaps completing the triptych will shed more light on all of
Skulls and pools and rib cage, and no, that's might be part of the reason why
Revelio.
they didn't like it. Gosh damn it.
I cannot believe the journey this triptych took us on.
This is it.
Don't keep me in suspense. Go on, place it.
Oh, it's Morganar's portrait.
Another pensive.
This is what we've been chasing.
I wonder.
What is it?
Let's find out.
cannot bring my brother back, Father. But I can give you peace. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
Thank you.
That worked?
It did indeed.
Of course it did. It's goblin silver.
I need something much bigger.
All right. It would help if you could tell me more about what it is you're storing.
Magic. Left over from a spell I devised to remove pain, but if used correctly, its power can be used to do even more good.
Why would you want to store such magic away?
I only need to keep it safe until I can convince my colleagues of its worth. Magic like this unnerves some.
Not everyone's ready to wield such power.
Perhaps not. Someone will be.
She took away the pain. I knew it. I knew there was a way to help Anne.
Something isn't right, Sebastian.
What do you mean? You saw what she did.
No, not the memories, the portrait. I think the reason Isadora hasn't appeared is because she can't.
I don't follow.
We have seen that view before. The abandoned home in Felgroth, the destroyed painting, it was her.
So someone destroyed a bit of enchanted canvas, but we found the memory.
Yes, you're right.
We saw what she wanted us to see. We saw what she could do, what you can do.
But I don't know how to do what Isadora did.
Well, then you shall learn. The Keepers can teach you.
I'm not sure that they would. The Keepers believe that removing someone's ability to feel pain, it's a highly complicated, unpredictable form of magic. One that should be wielded with great care. If at all.
If at all? You've overcome all of their challenges. You've more than proven yourself. You can wield it. You have the ability. Please, talk to the Keepers. If not for me, then for Anne.
Why did the Keepers want to keep Isadora quiet? Why destroy her portrait?
I found one of Ranrock's drills in a mine along the shore. I intend to destroy it. I'm tired of trying to reason with him. You're welcome to join me, but if I don't see you there, I will reach out when I return. I have something to give you.
Lodgok's getting himself into more danger than he realizes. I'd better find him. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Sebastian, a lost relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Beldcroft.
What? Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him. Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do my best. I'll be in touch.
Solomon can't take Anne from Feldcroft. Where would they go? When would I see her?
Sebastian.
I can't believe my uncle wants to leave Feldcroft. Anne's going to stall him. She must. We need time.
Time? For what?
I've learned more about the relic. I cross-referenced Slytherin's spellbook with everything in the library on relics and dark sacrifices. That's when I realized something. I believe the relic will only work inside the catacomb.
So we have to get Anne to the catacomb and then conduct a sacrifice. Seems risky.
It'll be worth the risk. Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous. And we'll only give this a chance if he's on board.
And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, we could be expelled.
Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an Auror anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us.
Good luck with Ominous. Until we meet again.
I shall let you know when the four of us should meet at the catacomb. Look for my owl. See you soon.
has some exciting news to share.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
You're back! Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
I think I might call it here. Got a bit done. Played for a fucking long time. Okay, bye.